Hey guys, how are you? It is John C. Morley here, serial entrepreneur, and you're tuned into IFYL Inspirations for Your Life. Thanks so much for popping in. Really do appreciate you being here. If it's your first time and you're watching me today, well, grab your smartphone, launch your camera app, point over the QR code like so, touch that yellow little ellipse. You'll get my link tree in just a couple seconds. If you're not watching us, but you are listening to us only like on audio podcasts, well, then be sure to go to believemeachieve.com for more of my amazing, inspiring creations. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into the show. But before we do that, I want to say thank you to all of you for coming and supporting me. And you know, we start a Saturday with a new master topic. We roll through the week and we finish up on a Friday. So thank you so much, whether you're watching me at 10 to 3 in the afternoon or 10 to 3 at in the morning, or whether it's 12 noon, 12 midnight, or just 9 a.m. or 9 p.m. Thank you so much for making Inspirations for Your Life a daily part of your motivational diet. Let's get right into our master topic show, everyone. Using RPA, robotic process automation, to increase profits. Series 2, Show 35, episode number 6, ladies and gentlemen. So let's talk a little bit about RPA, shall we? All right, so RPA, we've been talking about all week, and hopefully you guys are getting more of an understanding of, you know, what's entailed with RPA. We've been learning a lot about it, and so an important thing to understand is the problem you're trying to solve. I see so many people creating RPA solutions, and unfortunately, they don't really know what they want to do. All they believe is that they want to do something, but they don't actually know how they want to do it. I know that sounds like really, how can I say, nuts? But, you know, it's the truth. It's like, how do you build a birdhouse or build a house if you don't actually know what you want to do, right? And you might be saying to me, hey, John, that sounds like really amazing, but I'm being truthful with you in that you cannot do something if you don't know what it is, what the end result is going to be. If you don't understand the end result, how do you get anywhere in life? I mean, how do you ever even get past go? Like I use the example in Monopoly. You can't play Monopoly if you don't know what the goal of Monopoly is, right? And you might be saying, well, John, that sounds like really crazy. But hey, I'm being truthful with you. Yeah, I'm being truthful because I think you guys all need to know that it's about how we do things, not just what we're doing, but how we do them. And if we don't understand how to do something, how are we ever going to get anywhere in life? We're just going to keep being on this crusade that we don't know where we're going. And so we first need to understand what the heck is the problem we're trying to solve? Like what's the goal that we're trying to solve? And if we don't know what the goal is, well, then I think we should basically get back and figure that out because this could be a real challenge in our life if we don't understand what that is. If we don't understand what that is, then I just feel it can really be a problem. And that problem happens because we waste a lot of resources, money, of course, time, people, different types of resources. And not only that, we become more frustrated because we're not able to get any closer to our goal. And this is happening because we are spinning our wheels and going nowhere. All right. So another thing with RPA is everybody wants to build, you know, the best mousetrap, like the best one out there. But let's go for the low hanging fruit. Let's go for the things that we actually can tackle. So if we're trying to build something that does 10 steps, well, let's just try to get it to do one thing first, right? We need to understand our whole process, and then we need to figure out how do we take the process and how do we automate that? How, right? Are there certain things that we can actually observe that could be similar, that could make the process easier? Is there certain mechanics? Is there certain types of systems that can be deployed, whether that be physically or whether that be electronic, whatever it is, that is really, really key. All right. So understand the problem you're trying to solve. Target the low hanging fruit first. This is like paramount, and conduct a feasibility study. What the heck is a feasibility study? Well, a feasibility study is something that you need to do before you expend a lot of resources. So, how to conduct a feasibility study is probably something you're asking me. So, you'll do some analysis. You'll prepare a projected income statement. You'll conduct a market survey. You'll plan business organization and operations. You'll prepare an opening day balance sheet, and you review and analyze all of the data. Remember, we said that RPA does not work well with unstructured data. Almost 98% of stuff in our world is, guess what? Unstructured data. So how do we get from point A to point B? I think it can be a problem. It could be a great big challenge. And that challenge is something I believe that's going to make a huge difference in your life. I mean, I'm talking about a huge difference. Um, but what does that mean for you? It means that you have the potential to change how and where you are going. All right. So now we understand a little more about RPA. We don't understand everything, but we understand more, right? Um, there is no one size fits all. You're not going to go to the store and buy this system that is going to be a be all end all. If you did, the solution would already exist. Now, can you take solutions on the market and adapt them or tailor them to or tweak them to your own business? Sure, you can. A lot of times I say, don't reinvent the wheel, and so it's okay to refine the wheel, change the wheel, but you don't have to reinvent it. A wheel works great, right? So there's no sense in reinventing that. So let's use pieces or systems that already work together and take those building blocks, kind of like we do with the software or code or other systems, and put them together in our environment. So, for example, if there's a tool out there that does GPS really well, and we need GPS technology in our solution, we can use that GPS tool, talk to the APIs, interface, and then report back on different information. I think that's really what's understanding. Most people I talk say, hey, you know what, John, I just want to build the Brooklyn Bridge, or I want to build the Taj Mahal. And God bless you for wanting to do that. But there's a lot of cost. There's going to be a lot of waste, and a lot of frustration is going to happen to you for one reason. You're not meant to build the Taj Mahal from scratch. Nothing is built from scratch today. Now, let me give you an example. Let's take a microwave, for example, right? Microwaves are built from other systems that exist, right? Like they didn't go build, the radar gun. The radar gun already existed. They tweaked it, but they didn't rebuild it. Another example is there's a swimming pool. So we don't come up with our own motor for the swimming pool, right? We use a motor that's designed to propel so much water through per minute. But if we don't understand these things, we can get hung up. Just going to get myself a glass of RO water here. And so understanding is the first step in RPA. Understanding what the problem is, what is the end result. If the end result is to clean a room, great. Then we're building a vacuum, right? Maybe the end result is to clean our pool, but the other end result is to also get rid of and pick up any of the diamonds in the pool. And they might be saying, John, why is that? Well, Polaris many years ago did a commercial where they put fine diamonds in the pool. And they had said that when the Polaris, rolls over, it would be able to vacuum up even small, fine diamonds. So we could say, hey, we're doing this event and they're throwing diamonds around the pool. And now that are in fine little micro, let's say granules, and we can pick up even granules of diamonds. That's pretty cool. But having a business case for something is what justifies the means to put the time, the effort, right? The other resources like money and team members into that project so that you're going to get the desired result. So many people that I speak to have these great ideas, but they believe that they got to start from square one. That's right. I said square one. What's square one? Square one means that they just can't do things like from things that already exist. And no one expects you to build the wheel. No one expects you to build the engine. No one expects you to build every piece that goes into a building. We have a finished product, but we use other finished products to make another finished product, right? So we take other manufacturing into our manufacturing, and then we get an end product. Let's talk about another example where that's very prevalent. Maybe we're talking about, I don't know, maybe it could be something as simple as parking. Now, when you typically park a car, okay, you pull into a garage, you get a ticket, and you go find a spot. But you know what's happened with airports and lots of different parking garages? They become very overpopulated in that they fill up so quickly. And then people go in and they're like, oh, I can't find a spot here. I can't find a spot here. 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 Like, this is nuts. And I got to catch my plane. Or I've got to go pick something up before they close. So they came up with a process using technology to put sensors in above every parking space. When a car is parked there, the sensor registers that and deducts that number from the total. Now they know how many spaces are in each section of the garage, and each section has a sign. So on each floor, they know that there are, let's say there's 150 spots, and let's say it says there are 17 free, and it tells you that. And so that RPA technology uses sensors, because if somebody had to go around and count every time that there were free and non-free spots, I think people would go nuts. And so, yes, there's a cost of implementing that, but that's a perfect example of a garage owner, if let's say they're charging for spots, to know how their spots are being utilized, what floor is being utilized the most, right? And also, if there's an event, well, where do we direct people? Where is the traffic? So they can be used for things like that. But the goal is, in this case, is how do we get people a parking spot? Don't even let somebody in the garage if there aren't any spots, right? And all these things can work together with access control systems so that they can keep people out of certain areas based on whether the area is full or not. That's pretty cool if you ask me. So robotic process automation, remember, is not just machines. It's actually software machines, software in a sense, software that can grab data on command or pull it at specific times. Hey guys, I am John C. Morley, serial entrepreneur. It has been an amazing privilege, pleasure, and of course, an honor to be with you this fantastic Thursday. I hope you'll like, love, support the channel, comment below, tag your friends, colleagues, and associates, share this out with everyone on social media. Of course, click on believemechief.com and go to the PayPal link and make the choice to buy my team and a cup of coffee, a bowl of fruit, or a scrumptious bowl of desserts. Either way, we're going to be grateful. Those pennies and dollars will invest into new hardware, new technology, new equipment, new software, even new facilities to give you the most jaw-dropping, motivational content to empower you to have an amazing life. All right, guys, have yourself a wonderful night. I'm going to catch you real soon, so be well, everyone. Take care.